Hi there, Lisa Casey here. We are on Zoom, and here are some of the controls that you have available to you while you are in a Zoom meeting. So I'm joined today by my husband, Jesse, who is going to act as my student, so you can see what I view as a teacher and how I can view my participants. So down here at the bottom, we have the ability to change if we are muted or unmuted. We can turn our video on and off, and those little carrots there will help you solve some of your audio connection issues or video connection, so you can play with those if you are having trouble connecting. Down here, the security button is lovely because it allows you while you are in meeting to change your settings. Lots of these can be changed as you are creating meetings in your overall Zoom settings, but you also have the ability here to turn things on and off as you need to. So if your students are misusing chat and abusing that, you can turn that off right from the security button down here. You also have the ability, if Jesse is causing problems and I click this button, this pops up here and I'm able to remove him from my room. Once all your students are in your room, I would click this lock button that prevents anybody else from joining. So it locks your door and keeps everybody here and keeps anybody else who's trying to join out. So you can play with these depending on whatever your needs might be for you and your students. Notice down here we have the ability to allow students to rename themselves. So you can do that with your student. But if we go to participants, we should be able to see this more button. If I hover over Jesse's name, I have the ability to ask him to unmute if I want him to answer some questions. But if I click more, I can actually rename the student myself. So if Jesse doesn't like going by Jesse, I can click there and replace his name. So that's a safer option if you change the name instead of allowing a student to do so. This more button also allows you to make people hosts or co-hosts. So if you have other teachers or paras joining you and you want to give them these abilities as well, the same controls that you have, you can make them a host or co-host or host right up here. Down here is the chat, which pops up if we click here. So I have the ability to message somebody privately or have the ability to message everybody as a whole. So I can type my messages there. If you are not using a Chromebook, you have the ability to automatically save these chats and they appear in a lovely file on your desktop. If you are using your Chromebooks, that doesn't happen for us. I'm sorry, there's no way to save our chat. Notice here we can allow attendees to chat with everyone publicly, the host only, or no one at all. So I can change students' ability to chat down here as well. I have this lovely mute all button if I want everybody to be nice and quiet and listen to me. And then students also have these reactions here, same as I do. So if I click that check button, that pops up next to my name. So that might indicate that I know something or that I understand. I can use this more button to give a thumbs up, and then I can clear it. So those are the only reactions that we have access to, but our students have access to those as well. Down at the bottom, I have the ability to share my screen with students so that I can teach them based on what I have on my computer screen. And we have the ability here too to allow participants to share as well. The other feature that you can use here is your breakout room ability. So we'll have another video that goes more in depth here with the breakout rooms. And this setting, you can enable this in your own settings. So this isn't something that like administration has the ability to toggle on and off. This is within your Zoom, you have the ability to use breakout rooms as well. Up here at the top, we can change our view, speaker view, or gallery view, depending on what our needs are. And this little settings button at the top just gives you a few more control options with your video and audio. So I think that is a very basic and very quick walkthrough of the controls that you have access to in your Zoom meetings. Thank you very much for watching.